Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pannonian Avars series here on the Lord Master channel. On this 15th episode of this series for the Khaganate of Carpathia, which we have expanded quite a ways. First, we've expanded into Silistra and as well as the entirety of Nitra. We don't want to expand deep into Moravia. Just only the areas that were once part of the Avar Khaganate long ago. So I'm content with what we got. But for now, it seems that we're getting very close to the idea of feudalizing this realm. Because in 2 years' time, we have Ledger, which increases the domain limit if I want to hold more land for myself, which I could if I wish to. But of course, you're still going to be stuck with the old Confederate partition for a long time because Gallokan has not been researched. Now, if you want to mess with that, then it's not going to entail that for partition just to even. So that's going to be still a long ways away. I mean, as we look at other cultures with their innovations, and Vlatch is still behind. Whereas we are 4. Compare that to our neighbor. They only need 1 Croatian, 2 Serbians, missing 3 Bulgarian down there. Obviously, the Greeks are already in the early medieval, but they have not gotten any of that. Also keep in mind that early medieval thing, it's blocked for tribal government. As you can see, has not discovered. As we said before, we are missing 4. So I fear that we won't be able to get out of this even beyond the year 1000 AD. That's what I fear. And what else do I have in mind regarding innovations? Average development is 0.1 because of Culture Fascination. And we do not share the same religion with the Bosnians. That's just one example. Look, if I were to put this here, this does not say the same religion, but this is where that exposure comes from. That exposure comes from the same religion as the Bosnians, despite the fact that the areas where the Bosnian culture live there, none of them are Tengris. They are a mix of Catholics, Slavic pagan remnants, and the old Christianity faith, the Bosnian Church. So that remains an issue with that. I mean, there is a Bosnian culture, but we are not neighbors with them, so if only we were next to them, then we would be getting that faster, but just have to wait for other exposures just to see the neighbors. And plus, as a reminder, 70% of all military and civic. What 70%? Does it have to, it's like we have 4 of these. So does it need another of that? Not. That'll be considered 70%. And then once this is achieved, then we will convert to another faith. So again, it's a mix of Orthodox Tengrism in the homeland. Well, there's plenty of Catholics out there. I mean, the most likely option would be Catholic, because as you could see the holy sites, the development growth, and cultural fascination progress. So that's going to have to be Catholic, not Orthodox. Because if I were to choose Orthodox, let's see, I mean, they do have faster cultural fascination progress. Oh, that's tempting. Wait a minute, what? She's Catholic? Oh dear. Well, Catholicism it is then. Because apparently, what the hell's happened here? Aha, inherited. Was the mother a Catholic? Yes, that's where they got it from. And then there's the daughter, who isn't yet. Yes, it's going to be this. And then whoever she marries to, even if it isn't matrilineal. I mean, this one's a matrilineal marriage. So we don't know how long will a Catholic Orthodox religion, a Catholic Byzantine Empire, a Catholic Roman Empire would last. Because that lack of culture fascination progress is going to be its own undoing. And I am not going to be one of those people where I'm going to convert to Orthodox and bring back the claim and to put it back in the... Well, they don't have the strength like they used to because they are way deep in debt. Even if they bring numerous allies along. I doubt that they'll accept this, but let me have a look. Are any of you Orthodox? It's just out of curiosity, because that faster cultural fascination progress would be very beneficial to us. So I was thinking of a period where it's like, okay, let's be Orthodox for the time being, and then be Catholic later. It depends on the age of the claimants, of course. Armenia. Okay. You can't invite her to the court because she's in a patrilineal marriage, which means you're gonna have to ask this guy. I know, but still. I mean, I'm still gonna be around for a few years, and you know, that kind of gives me an idea. Yeah. Yeah. Befriend the guy. Well, keep in mind, he's a bit rather paranoid, so... Not to mention it's quite a distance away, but... Still, I'm a scholar. Personal scheme success chance will be up, so... The chance may not look good, but there's room for improvement. I know the Greek language, and I'm a charming reveler. So if I get this guy in, then... Maybe there's a chance I could push her claim. Make her the Empress. Yeah, that'll be the day. That'll be the day. Keep in mind, the Empire isn't as strong as it used to, but there is one flaw to this plan. Constantinople. It is the most fortified city in the world. Not to mention very corrupt. Because they got a Bailey. Those Theodosian walls. This building is inactive because it's not Orthodox at the moment. So that means if you want to win a claim of war, you might as well win a few battles and occupy this area here, but don't go into Constantinople itself. Yeah. It's no wonder why they never bothered attacking us. I'm getting what they want. So for now, we're going to try to befriend Eugenio Scaleros. See if there's room for improvement. And all that and more. Solace in script. The latest work of my vassal Count Andrea has become all the rage at court as of late. The piece deals with the feelings of sorrow and loss, and Andrea has publicly dedicated it to me. Still mornings in autumn. No matter how many days twist and pass, winds whisper coldly through the grass. When one so great falls so far, all lives, all plans are left So far, I kept my thoughts to myself, but the buzz has grown too dramatic to ignore for much longer. Well, I ain't got no stress. But I'll just say, just be nice. I'll say, I don't know how I feel about this. It's quite mournful, you know. And plus, you've got so much money you could hire mercenaries. In fact, let's look at the mercenaries list here. I doubt any of you guys got siege weapons of your own. No, you do not. But Lords of the Sky will definitely help. As long as they're not being used, not being hired by some other Tengris from the other side of the world. So that is my plan. For now. If I was to convert to a Christian faith, it's gonna have to be Orthodox. But if we need an Orthodox Christian over there, we've gotta put over there. High Shaman Guna is often quotes passages from the great legends about the holy virtues. I should prove that I paid attention by quoting a passage of my own, preferably one which complements her personality. I will memorize and recite the section on dishonorable craven. I'll say fairness. She is pleased. Which again, orthodoxy will have to do because 20% versus 5%. Count Zabagan converted from Avar to Greek. Oh, it is, yeah, Greek over there. I mean, you don't plan on spreading the Avar culture there. Well, that thing was never of use to me anyhow. What the hell? How did that get over there? Oh, ain't that an interesting symbol? I mean, at first glance, I thought it looked like a, you know, interpreting my recent failure as a sign. Genios has come to me with a concern for one of my prisoners. It would please me greatly if you were to release my acquaintance. Oh, no, not that, man. So you two know each other? No. I can't let that man go again, because you know what he'll do to me. Starved. Well, let him starve. But that would lower his opinion and that would mess with it. God dang it. Fine. Guess what? He's a free man again. But only this time, well, he's fine, unfortunately, so he's gonna start eating again. But if he messes with something, like if he does something stupid, we're gonna arrest him again. And he'll be put in jail for the last time. Dance. After learning that Janelle would be attending the dance in the village of Thebes, I decided it would be a perfect occasion to pass by and ensure to get some face-to-face time with. The ball was exquisite and Genios was put on a fine show. Afterward, I told her how impressed I was, and we got to talking. By the time I left, it felt as we had known each other for a lifetime already. What a good day. Alright. Come on over here, friend. You can bring your wife and your, Oh, hold on. Let me see. This is my friend. This is Princess Nicoletta. relatives Guerreros, who is Duchess Anna's court jester. Yeah, bring her whole family here. Him and his old damn family here. Now, is it possible? Yes, you can, but unfortunately, that is a huge... You would lose a level of fame all the way down to disgraced because of that fame penalty you see there. 18,000. That resulted among men. Well, if I was to die a disgraced man... So, going down all the way to disgraced if you were to do that. You may want to stop that, and you may want to reduce that a bit, so... I think because of simply due to who he is, and I know there are some people that are rather intimidated me, go for authority focus, but only go for this perk. And a little bit of this. I'm gonna have to stop with the development growth. Just stick around, alright? And don't do anything stupid. But in the meantime... So whatever you do, don't spend anything prestige related. I think it's high time to go raiding, another source of prestige. Raid East Francia, Moravia, Bohemia, Bavaria. All those areas. Not only raiding for money, but it's also a source of gaining prestige. Not fully assembled yet. Hang on. Gotcha. Okay. Some of that's been raided in the past, but not by much. Okay then. Start from there. And you follow. You're going up there. And finally... Actually over here. We'll be taking our sweet time because it's not going to be until 3 years to go pick up that perk. So we'll... You know, there are ways to get a little more prestige, so that way the cost isn't so severe. I did? That was a long time ago. Are there any female vassals that do not like me very much? Oh, when is your birthday? Oh, this coming October. Okay, good. Because you're the first person that I'm going to romance with. I'm not here to make lovers or soulmates. Just simply do it because I just want a little more prestige. Incognito. Tonight I stripped myself of every symbol signifying my rank to walk anonymously with my soldiers. It's a quiet evening, so when an argument breaks out, the words reach me loud and clear. An infantryman is trying to convince his commander, my cousin, High Chieftain of... Excog. Yeah, that idiot. Of the advantages of an alternative strategy. You'll hear none of it. As I approach, the infuriated man raises his fist. But there's a chance that you might get hurt. Or just mediate because I have a very high diplomacy skill. Yeah, I gotta mediate between him and a soldier. Hang on. The High Chief is on freeze. Mid blows, I raise my voice. The emotion and intensity of my words seem to strike a chord. His expression softens to embarrassment. He stammers out an apology and scurries away. The soldier beams with gratitude. Thank you, my lord. You will never knew a more faithful servant than Dometa Yandalal. So that's who you are. I'm here for that martial lifestyle perk. That's all. Discuss the strategy, learn more about warfare. I got what I wanted. Okay, now how much is the cost to start a future claimant war? Just worry about it later. We're here for money and prestige, after all. So, I cannot change the focus again until 4 years' time. So I would go for serve the crown and well, this way would be doing much better. Just get that as well, knowing that you're gonna be going up to the mighty defenses of Constantinople, even though we hope we don't come to it. Hey, why are you standing there? Could have sworn I thought I ordered him to move. No money? I guess you're going to Bohemia then. Or are we not raiding them because we do have a peace treaty with them? Yeah, we do. Okay, never mind then. Bohemia it is. There's plenty of money of that up there. Yeah, sure. Oh, you study my language. Well, send my regards. Got the count. Up to Praha you go. Boy, we're going further than we would usually go. Anything up in Bavaria, as far as court artifacts is concerned, that we could steal from? Because, you know, one day when we feudalize that we're going to start putting artifacts in our own royal court? I think it's a good idea to raid Bavaria, since we're at that close proximity of that area. You will have that honor. Go long. No commander. Where's the capital? Has he got anything good in there? You know what? You go along as well. And then you're going to have to come back. Because it's going to be a long way back. So we're not going to be making as much as we used to. But we're going to start taking other people's court artifacts. And well, what do you know? It's also down there as well. This one doesn't have much, but it'll have to do. Also, am I seeing what I'm seeing? That guy's naked. That's the court physician. Anyways, okay, after you raid this bit, we'll get down all the way to the capital of the Kingdom of Italy. They don't have a royal court in the Republic of Venice. Greater Poland is just a tribe. They got nothing in the sense of court artifacts. They were raiding, so I would have to assume that they probably got loot in them. Beat them up, and you'll get the loot. Not a battle. Our horse archers are put into work. To a town. After you raid these capitals, get out of there. We're not here for long. Tuyuhuno Han Hybrid. Sati. Fortune builder and intelligent. Well, might as well get you matrimonially married because we can't let the good inheritable traits go to waste now, can we? Handsome. All right. Got Hildegard's Regalia. Excellent. Now get back home. Because you're going to be taking a lot of damage as you come back over here. Same to you. Originally we were here for money and prestige, but we found something more than that. Now 2 more capitals are about to be raided and see if we can steal more court artifacts. And then we're going to get on out of here. Nothing. Alright, scram. Meanwhile, nothing. We only got the Hildegard's regalia. Hildegard's regalia. So this thing is an inventory artifact. So let's make this comparison. Got the Slav's regalia, which is 0.12 prestige a month. Slow it down. A month. While also reduced monthly tyranny and plus 4 attraction opinion. Hildegard's regalia is less prestige gain, slightly more piety gain. Prestige per night, which actually makes up for it. And spouse opinion of 10. I actually want to keep that sticking around. This is slightly better than mine. If you want a faithful spouse and what prestige that concerns you, I mean, let me see, 0.12 versus prestige per night, which I got plenty of. Go for it. And this actually jumps it up. Alright. When my brother Bori tells me his plans, it is clear he's been reflecting on them a long time. There is little for me here. If I'm to serve someone, I'd rather serve Tengri himself. I have joined the Lords of the Sky. I mean, after all, you're the one who's been disinherited long ago. I understand your choice. That gives us a lot of renown gain for that. Here comes prestige and the money. Here's some more. You want your people back? Pay up. No men at arms, but 3 champions will do. Alright. Legend's been discovered. So, do we have enough? Yes, you do. Now all you need to do is change your religion. And then you will adopt feudal ways, finally. But, let me see, how old am I? 60. But I still have that huge health boost for another year. And my health could start becoming poor soon and after. And again, it's not going to be until in 3 years' time that I would like to switch to medicine focus. To, for such things. As I said, I cannot wait. Because obviously, oh wait a minute. I didn't know the Ecumenical Patriarch is an Avar. But in actuality, they always get randomized on whose that is. He ain't gonna be around for long. So they're not gonna go Orthodox anytime soon. This is why we gotta get her out of that throne. No, 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 not like that. Disband all. There. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to recover. Where we have an exposure for fascination of? City planning. And that'll take 16 years. 36 years, 23. Now you're gonna have to go for it. But we do have enough. All you need to do is just change your religion, and you'll be feudalized. And you'll have your royal court and everything. But the problem is that if I want to, you know, develop it faster, the best way is to be Orthodox Christian. And in the history of me playing Crusader Kings 3, I've never gone Orthodox before. I only played as a Catholic, a Buddhist, a Hindu, a Jain for a brief time, and Christiani. Don't forget Slavic paganism for a brief time. And it's been nearly 100 years since we've been Tengris, so we feel that Christianization of the lands has been long overdue, even though we kind of de-Christianized and just brought back Tengrism here. But now it kind of had its purpose. But wait for our forces to recover all the way, and then we will start that war to, where did the claimant go? Has she left the country? Hey, friend. Get back over here. Bring your wife over here. What the hell were you doing in Byzantium? Now, anyways. Cedar those two. Oh, no. So you will lose your level of fame to illustrious. Thanks to the recent prestige gain? Much better. Okay. Much better. I wish there were better ways, but it must be said. But until then, we got to get recovery of our men-at-arms and the levies to the max. Matter of fact, I gotta give this guy a job in order for him to stick around. Where's that Greek's name? What's his name? Eugenius? Listen, friend. You can... Now, listen here. I'm gonna make you the food taster. This is my way of saying, you are staying in this court, and you are not leaving this country again. You got that? Get it? Got it? Good. And soon we're gonna put you to the throne. A valued warlike courtier. Because she spent plenty of time in the visiting court. So that's good to know. But in the meantime, let us wait a minute. Don't you forget, Master of the Hunt. This is for the aids in the hunt activity. You need help and you're gonna get it. Oh yes, the man who's very loyal. He could be the executioner. So don't convert yet. So that's what we've decided on. The state religion of Carpathia will be Orthodox. But that would only be for about a good, I don't know how long that period lasts, but we will go for Orthodoxy. And only because of cultural fascination progress rather than anything else, because we do not like to be left behind technologically on these innovations, because we'd like to get them as soon as possible, because we know that the Greeks and the Bulgarians are not as advanced as, say, the Greeks are. I mean, they're in the medieval era, and in 8 years they would know coinage. And we would like to be up with them, since we are a cognate in our own right. And we felt we deserved that modernization would be the way. It's the way to the future. But as we stated before, Tengrism had its uses. With those holy sites we all have our control, all the maintenance and all that. And we will fight against Byzantium as a Tengrist one more time. And then we'll put that woman on the throne, and then we'll convert to Orthodoxy and have all the good cultural fascination progress. That is my ultimate plan. And you can have all that money. Wait. Oh my goodness! You murdered him? What the hell? I oughta expose that secret. Nope, he's a known murderer. He joined a holy order recently, but I could get a strong hook on him if I wanted to, but he's just my half-brother. He has his uses. I don't know if I can bring him back. No, you can't invite him. Lexical authority. It's hard keeping all these languages in my head. I keep forgetting which language I'm speaking. Just the other day, I accidentally introduced myself using a confusing mixture of Greek and Hungarian words. I did not even realize I had done so until it was pointed out to me. Perhaps I should let Greek slip from my mind. No, I must work harder and study more. Greek is an important language. But trust me when I tell you, as far as court languages concerned, I doubt I would have to use Greek as a court language around here. But there are a few things I enjoy more than Junius's company. We walked the town together, tossing coin to the poor, and forgiving a daring pickpocket. A few acts of charity and forgiveness can truly ease a stressed mind. After this short break, I was once again ready to take on my duties. Lucky to have a friend like Eugenius. Hadn't realized how much I needed this. After dinner, I played a game of chess with my young daughter, Karit. To my surprise, Karit showed a precocious aptitude and defeated me. While I'm offended to losing a mere child, I suppose it reveals a promising strategic mind. I'll just pat her head and say that I joined the match and company. Because you need to lower that stress a bit. Saldanians are still very much alive. Somehow. After 100 years, nearly 100 years of playthrough. 3,000 gold. I can imagine spending all that money building all the structures that would relate after the, I don't know if that word exists, after the feudalization of Carpathia. Let's go hunting. I was about to say, where am I hunting at? I am hunting over in this area. Here. That's where I'm hunting. You would think a creature from myth, perhaps a god disguised in animal form. It was the largest fox I've ever seen. Even after the beast was wounded, the chase lasted half a day. It's still an imposing sight, lying dead before me. High Chieftain Liv is just as awestruck. I've never seen such a thing, my lord. Well, its head looked beautiful in my great hall. We return home reinvigorated. Yeah, that alliance is long dead. To the great hall. Yeah, my health is poor now. In 2 years ago, I switched to medicine. I could go in any time. What right does Count Zabagan, who now dresses in Greek clothing instead of Avar clothing, think he's claiming my ideas of warfare misguided? Claiming that my ideas would break down the moment combat is meant. What does he know, really? I'd love a chance to settle this on the battlefield. That'll help. Ah, there is nothing like a feast. It reminds us of what is good in life, and the company is not too bad either. At least those seated close to me seem to think so. You are something special, Drong, Duke Caro, tells me. Count Wilhelm and Liv nod their heads and grin. I just do what feels right. If everyone headed for the respective homes, I'm proud to say that the feast was a success. I have my wife Pexen to thank for much of its success, and I feel nothing but gratitude as to see the last few guests off. Until next time. Yes, now I'm a famous reveler. It's a wonder how I originally wanted to go for celibacy, but unfortunately some of those lands are going to be given away. And it's going to be up to Organa to be the one that'll lead the country to modernization when we adopt feudal ways. I mean, after all, he's a man of stewardship, so hopefully he'll do things right. He'll have to be another man to keep the Empire, the Khaganate, together. Right. The military strength is similar to ours, because they got allies from Romagna, Bavaria, and Burgundy. Ooh. They have restored their army size as of late, but they got a lot of men at arms there. Sturdy battle axe. Holy crud! But keep in mind, they are so much in depth that even if we fight on the battlefield, those guys will be fighting half-heartedly. They're not going to bode well. And 5 months. You know what? Let's wait a few months. Like, let's start the war, like, say, July. July will be the date that will start the war. And as we get the troops together, then we have a bit of some siege weapon effectiveness when we take over some of the areas. Bled to death. Of course you would. He was 50. You know what? A little more prestige for me. Even if I'm gonna die with negative prestige, I don't give a damn. I only did what's best for the interests of the Khaganate. They are available. That's good. Because we'd be fighting against a Catholic country, soon to be Orthodox again. This would be the only time that I would be using Lords of the Sky for this, just to bolster our numbers. Because they got lots of cavalry, and even crossbowmen, which will defeat the of their cataphracts, which are very, very strong in terms of damage that they'll inflict, especially if you're fighting the plains or drylands. Put them here. Okay. And I will get that perk in 2 months' time. And then after that, in 2 years, if I live another 2 years, serving as one of them. Again, this is it, because you're going to go down to some negative prestige and your level of fame is going to be knocked down quite a bit. Actually, no, you're still going to be exalted among men, despite the negative prestige. I made a good investment of this. And if I don't live past this war, then, I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to partake in any battles or anything like that. No, 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 I'm too old for that sort of thing. What I'm referring to is the idea of me being converting to Orthodox Christianity and then adopt feudal ways. But wait a minute. How much does it cost in prestige? 200. Crud! Didn't think this through. Or maybe you should just convert regardless, and then you'll convert, and then you do your claimant war. Because I was going to do it all in reverse, but no. But we would lose out on some of the very good benefits, especially the cavalry and the. I mean, you don't have army gold maintenance, so that's not the issue here. But you would be losing out, especially on some of the levy size. So I guess it would be wise to first convert now to Orthodoxy, and then declare war, and the son of a beeswax. Okay, you convert, and then you feudalize, and then you declare war, and then we get the fascination progress so we can get these innovations faster. All in that order. For the last frickin' time. Nobody would have thought that Drong would be the one to convert. Only because we have enough piety to do this. So let's do that then. Let's make this official. Which again, gotta get Constantinople back to being Orthodox so we can have this. I could care less about Rome or Alexandria or Antioch. That's your issue, not mine. That's on you, and you only. So, I mean, hey, at least it's a fellow Avar, who's the ecumenical patriarch. So we will convert to the faith, and it only costs you not that much piety. This undiscounted doctrine costs is over 10,000. High learning skill reduces it. Difference in fervors plus 9. Converting to an existing faith is minus 35, and my faith is pluralist as we are Tengris, so we do tolerate people's faiths for the most part. Converting to a different religious family, from pagan to Abrahamic, that's plus 200. The unreformed faith converting to an organized faith, that's minus 90. The faith present within or near my realm, also minus 90. I have the apostate perk, which is from the scholarship tree, and the minimum cost is 250. So only 15 out of 20 vassals will convert, and those remaining Tengrists in my country will view me as evil for this. So these are the vassals that will be willing to convert to Orthodoxy. Kudbard, Lev, Zabagan, Mutimir, Karzik, Bugra, Ivan, Sibyl, Savachka, Elizabeta, Sandelik, Lebatam, Wilhelm, Zivoslava, and Yabgu. And of course, my evil cousin will never convert. While this one is already Orthodox, Gundes won't convert because she is zealous, because I could see that word zealot on it. And this one, he's already a convert. Actually, it would have explained here if I just hovered it over. So, all but 2 vassals will remain Tengris, but we will lose out on the Lords of the Sky. So we will start a brand new era. With my decision to convert to Orthodoxy, I've arranged for a priest to come to my court and conduct the rites. With the fate of my immortal soul in question, I can only pray that I made the right decision. Metaphysica aside, I can take comfort knowing that the majority of my realm stands united under God, a true Orthodox realm. So, this is the one that they sent. Crovrite. He is a monk, an Avar monk, very high learning skill, but unfortunately lustful. At least I have him to guide me. Some parts have been converted to Orthodoxy, but not parts of the old Heartland, especially those areas that we had to well, that won't be an issue anymore. It may take 7 years because of development reasons. Oh, you're poor. And here's the thing, you can't switch it. Okay then. But you can create a holy order to make up for it. But of course you gotta give them cities and such. But there is only one up there. But do we really need it? Because we're only using Orthodoxy as a way so we can advance faster on the Fascination progress. But remember, adopt feudalism, it'll cost you 200 prestige. If you start that war with Byzantium now, you will be... I mean, yeah, you reduced the cost again. Because I kind of don't want to lose those tribal levies that we have. I mean, you're still going to be using prestige for all that. It won't go down in the negative, but during the course of the war, you're going to be getting some prestige back. But does it also have to say you have to be at peace to feudalize? No, you can do it at any time, even during war. Okay then, that settles it then. So the Christianization of Carpathia has already begun, in a way. And you got all the money you need if you wish to hire mercenaries. And if the war goes well, that you don't need mercenaries, then that's better. And and of course, they will be using all that money to start building, castles, towns, temples, and more, and building all the structures relating to it. We're going to be developing the country more and more. So let's do it. Let's start this war. Look where it left us. So I made the right call. Instead of just pulling it too early, we may not have as much levies as we used to because we had to convert. We had to. But now it's a mammoth task to defeat the armies of Byzantium and their allies. Besiege the countryside, but don't go to Constantinople. The fort level is too much for us. No longer a pilgrim. But keep in mind, I'm still a mystic. Of course, we'd lose out on the prowess, but do what you gotta do. Here's the total number of soldiers they'll be bringing versus just us only. And if you need prestige, go win some battles. And if I pass during this period, then it's not a total loss, because he will bring the era of prosperity. If I were to lead an army personally that has siege weapons, I will be there. Who's there? Aha! Wait until everybody's assembled. Okay. Which one of you has the siege weapons? This one. You stay there. Remove yourself. And join with at least one of them. All except this one. Engage with the enemy armies there. And then after you have them dealt with, go down to Gallipolis, and then those two will be dealt with. Got that? A servant of the Ocean. As my eyes open in the dark, I'm immediately overwhelmed by an anonymous feeling. Someone watching me. Are you ready to embrace the truth, Drong? I recognize that voice anywhere. It must be my champion, Togan. Still a Tengrist. Yes, she offers you a blessing. Would you accept it? I mean, you may not like me much, but I'll just say with all my heart. Am I truly a Tengrist still? We're only using that out of convenience more than anything else. Matter of friends. away with this. Again, our objective was to get her to in the throne. Graham. Yeah, we'll get them both. You're not going anywhere. Enemy reinforcements arrived. 34% now. Get back up here. They're that way now. %, now. We only hope for a quick resolution of the war. That's the best way. We're just trying to keep them away from that. But I think I know what they're up to. Oh, by the way. Let's see. Yes, we did get prestige while we won the war. And I'm thinking it should be symbolic that we should adopt feudal ways as soon as the war ends. Keep going. As I said, I don't want to get rid of all those good tribal levies just yet. Who's there? Bavarian forces. Wonder what took them so long. Anybody the siege master? You. Oh, of course it's you. Here. Because you just need faster progress. What are you doing? Come on, catch the bastards. You want an artifact? Well, kiss my ass. Do I really need it? I'm not that desperate. Killing their allies is going to add up to their war score. We're going to catch them. Well, not all of them. Got them all. 76 now. As I said, don't go over there. Just head down there and then we'll be right down with you soon. Just don't get yourself killed, alright? Oh, by the way, what new artifact? Dolphin's dagger. Well, we won't be needing these anymore because we're moving away from the era of the raids. I mean, it's nice if we had known about it long ago. But the old tribal era will soon be over. A new era will soon begin after this war. And I will be the one to see it happen. I'd perhaps make a pilgrimage as well, a Christian pilgrimage, which I cannot go to it because we're at war. Okay then, fair enough. My daughter Sati is giving birth to a son. You can choose, you know, Christian names, in addition to just good old Avar names. You know, there was an Avar ruler long ago who had a name like Isaac, so name it after, well, I mean, he was never from the Kunzakal family, he was from another dynasty. So name him Isaac. Just an example. Just having him as an example of baptized names. Just to show who we are truly. In the heat of combat, decisiveness is often what separates victory from defeat. When the time comes, I'll know how to act. Well, since I'm not going to be around for long, but I'll just say I'll stand my ground if fighting were to get desperate from where we're at. As I said, don't make us go to Constantinople. Just need to besiege a few areas and that's it. We got her in the throne. Another holdings down here. 1 second. Get down to Callipolis. Then the rest of us, go kill him. Oh yeah. Gotta deal with them soon. That's the King of Bavaria. We already reached the battle's limit. Just need to occupy a few more areas. Split up. You two head over here. Just be on standby and try to forage for more supplies, because it's starting to become an issue here. They're raising another army, but keep in mind we need to occupy more territory in order to win. We're only sending you out there so that way when they finish, then we bring the siege weapons over here, and actually for convenience sake start here. To Limnos. Giving you time to move out soon. 9 prisoners of war in your army. You guys are excellent. Okay, you two move out. As soon as they enter the area, those two will have to go back and resupply. Okay, go. 94. Alright, here comes the artillery. Just a couple more days and it's over. It's 967. It's been 100 years since the 867 start date had begun of this playthrough. And it's a brand new era that's about to begin this very year. %. Come on. to be fair, this is a level 3. This one's a level 2. Was about to be because they're building construction right now. You know what? Everybody dogpile on this last barony. This is the last objective we'll take. Last area they occupy. They're all converging to there. 3 months versus this amount of days. We have 50 of these, they got 20. Come on. Three, two, one. This day of August 7th. After 2 years of war, Nicoletta will become the Empress of the Byzantine Empire. That's what she'll get because she's an Orthodox Christian, which means Constantinople will be Orthodox again. And this will add a lot of cultural fascination for us Avars here, for the Carpathian Empire, for the Cognate of Carpathia. And all of you will serve under her. I will gain a lot of fame for this. Thank you very much. Not to mention that man's no longer my food taster, so he could stop tasting my food. But we will remain friends. And keep in mind, this would likely be the end of this line of the old Macedonian dynasty, the Macedon dynasty. And it's going to go to his dynasty now. I mean, they're at around the same age. That's good to know. Perhaps one day there will be great allies. Imagine that. Us and them. Eternal allies. I can appreciate that friendship. I mean, we'll have a look at it in just a moment. Talking about my own throne. So, there. Again, we put her on this throne. And we hope that she'll do very well. And plus, she will start making some money. So that way her country can stop being corrupt. Because after that Catholic dynasty of theirs has just, well, it didn't become Catholic, it came later on because it was educated. But that previous dynasty from long ago just really mucked everything up. I mean, look at this. Court grandeur there is only a level 3. But it's currently on a decline because last century fashion, modest food, minute lodgings, and very few servants. It is not good. Not good at all. So it was from that side of the dynasty that's been messing with everything. And now we helped it to restore it under Nicoletta. And we hope that you have children. I mean, look at you. You're born in purple. You were made for this. You were made for it. Just be proud. And the Empire will follow you. You may not have your own personal artifacts, but you do have claims to that sturdy battle axe and the Greek flexible mail, which, you know, she is reduced to living in Thrace with lots of money that she lacks. Yeah, that's opinion of me, but I want to know opinion of them to her. But knowing that Most of them are Orthodox. I think they're pretty happy that that they want to see a Orthodox ruler back instead of a Catholic one. But keep in mind, she's a bit vengeful. But she is honest, so she's a bit half and half, and she is just. We have put the right woman on the throne. So I could say to you, and I salute you, serve the Empire well. Keep Constantinople Orthodox. So, and with that, now it takes about 13 years. It may not look like it has an effect now, but it's a start. But things are going to get improved from here. But first things first. I'll hold a mystical communion because it's still an old thing with me. That's a thing that's not going to go away anytime soon. But it's about time. After the victory in Byzantium, this is the day, August 7th, 967. A few years after, 2 years after the Christianization of the Khaganate of Carpathia. It is still called Khaganate. For Carpathia to keep expanding and developing, we must leave the old ways behind and adopt a new method of governance together. So this will change the government to feudal. All tribal holdings in Rome will become castle holdings. My tribal vassals will change to feudalism. And that's the way it's going to be. A new era. The old ways have served us well, and we will always honor them. However, as the Khagan of Kunzakal, I have concluded that we must develop feudalism and its principles if we shall continue to prosper. It is the crucial next step to our road of greatness. Long live Kunzakal! The Carpathian Court. As Khagan, you have new duties and responsibilities. You will now be expected to regularly hold court, solving disputes of the realm, and letting your courtiers take part in your daily routines. Duchess Savachka of Arslanid is looking sternly at me in a direct, almost lecturing way. Perhaps there's also some surprise in her eyes. She starts to unfold a beautiful banner, bearing the emblem of House Kunzakal. One of the ways in which the world will now judge a rule is how you adorn and care for your royal court. I have taken the liberty to have this made as a gift to mark the beginning of a royal tension. Let them see their new Khagan. This is how we're making the closing moments of this episode. This is a new era, and now let us see the Carpathian court, of how it looks and designed, as we are Avar, Turkic, Eurasian architecture and all that. How does it look? Obviously, it looks, Middle Eastern Arabic influence, the way it looks. And obviously these are my courtiers, as you know. Oh yeah, that guy's still here. You know who that is. Yeah. Son of the vassals, who is married to the Basilissa whom we put on the throne. They're still around. And then there's me, sitting on that throne at 63 years old. I'm an old ailing man, but I won't be living around long to see the prosperity of this new country, of the way it is. Now the real question is, where the heck is my wife? Oh, there's my son over there. Prince Organa of the Kunzakal Khaganate. And the court grandeur, obviously the unraised men-at-arms is really costing us because we're in a recovery period here. But at least we'll be getting more prestige. We will no longer use prestige as a means to maintain our men-at-arms. Now money will be the issue. Now, of course, our strength is reduced because we no longer use tribal levies anymore. As powerful as we were, but I believe, especially under a skilled ruler, we can keep this cognate strong. So, don't you increase the court amenities just yet, because you've got to wait until all of them is in recovery, or if possible, reduce the size. Unfortunately, not saying getting rid of entire regiments, no, but I mean increasing the size. No, I'm just stammering here. So yes, we will lose out on some of its benefits. And I have 2 court artifacts, 2 new ones. Yes, here. The Kunzakal Dynasty Banner, here. This is the banner of the Kunzakal Dynasty, a symbol of authority and bloodline on all its members, commissioned by Kagan Drong of Kunzakal. So this will add monthly prestige, the renown, the men-at-arms maintenance will be reduced, which will help a bit. So in the court grandeur bonus. So there's our symbol here. By this sigil you shall prevail. Remember that house motto of ours. And there's the Kunzakal house banner. This is the banner of the Kunzakals, symbol of authority, of family, and its prestige, renown, men-at-arms maintenance reduced as well, and court grandeur. And I do have a couple more court artifacts, including the good old sandals of Jesus from long ago. Yes, we'll put that over here. Can you even really see that? Let me see that. I mean, I put those sandals here. I don't see it, but I do see these. But anyways, keep putting more artifacts in. Well, this won't work because I am not of that dynasty. So we're just letting that run until it breaks away. I don't have no furniture. I got some. So what else can we put on the pedestal? We already put the sandals of Jesus here, which gives us a little piety, clergy opinion up, and learning per level of devotion up, which is good as well. Chess set. A ceramic chess set made from a mixture of pulverized quartz and clay with a glazed finish. The game is said to have originated from the Near East and is attributed to many military victories. Indeed, so that the wiser you are playing chess, the better you'll fare in battle. Get this repaired, and then we'll put it in. Again, you can't see it right now, so I don't know what gives. Probably mod compatibility issues that I'm using. Giovanna's Goblet we'll also put. It's just slightly added dynasty, and so on. A ceremonial goblet of fine craftsmanship. It's made of brass with jasper inserts. Get that repaired as well. Don't have any more pedestal artifacts, but we can put on a book. Repair that. The Avar book about books for a monthly learning lifestyle. A plain tome that shows an excellent understanding of scholarly matters, as it touches upon subjects such as tome collections. The cover is letter, displaying a repeating image of geometric shapes, now stated by the placement of rock crystal inserts. And you can even see that book here. That's all the court artifacts we have, but if you wish to have the money to spend, you can commission an artifact, so you can get some more court artifacts. If you got the money for it, of course, and the expenses. So let's look down here one more time, because now all of them have castle holdings now. Oh, we do have cities and temples as well. Okay, good. But these are all new, bearing in mind, and of Orthodox Christianity design. But obviously, the way those temples and cities look, they are obviously of Eastern design. And would you look at that, even here. These are all randomized structures. But some areas still stubbornly. Yeah, we had an offensive war. It was gone long and all that. And Scrape the Barrow is recruited lowborn. Order mass eviction, which is just tell the guests to basically get them out of here. And they're no longer champions. They are knights now. That's what we refer to them as. So let me just skip one day. And just to see, like, let everything register. So there, now you won't lose money as much, thanks to those court artifacts. Let me look at the royal court again. Hang on. Apparently I don't see those things, but I could see the book, but... So I guess then, if I wish to spend for court artifacts, the first thing I should get is, you know, some furniture. But at least you could start using those kind of buildings now. But keep in mind, some of that is still Tengrism. And that's going to be an issue here. And all that and more. I can. Well, I'd be damned. I know that's my religious head, but he ain't gonna be around for long. I might as well ask him to go for before he dies. And I can usurp the kingdom of Great Moravia. No need for that. But I think we're gonna end the episode with that note. Because on the next episode, now the feudalized rule can truly begin. Oh, barely. Just get a little more prestige. So, and so yeah, again, we're going to end this episode, ladies and gentlemen, because in the next episode we will hold court for the first time while I'm still around, before I will finally pass away, and then it'll be Organa's turn to take over, but due to his high stewardship skill, he will be the one to bring this into prosperity. And also bearing in mind, the country is now called the Kunzakal Khaganate, or Khaganate of Carpathia. You know, kind of similar to, you know, those other areas, like all of them with their dynasty names out there. Now it's happened here as well. And so now we're feudal, and we chose to be Orthodox. Even though it still makes a little difference in terms of cultural fascination, but give it or take, it'll help out in the long run. And when this whole maintenance issue is of that and on the other, then we'll get to work on every single thing that would benefit the country as a whole. And so, again, in the next episode, hold court, get some court artifacts, all that money that we made from raiding and standing idle, and then soon we're going to be releasing prisoners for more money. Yeah, all of that. We got money to spend, we're going to build this country. And when I pass and Morgana takes over, and he will use his high stewardship skill. This will be an era of peace and prosperity that will be coming soon. We do not desire great expansions anymore. Those days are past. But until the next episode, so long for now.